Hi, I'm Chef Tony Matassa. Today I'll be preparing a Greek-inspired leg of lamb on the rotisserie of my caliber Thermashell Kamado. We'll begin by making the seasoning paste, and if you'd like to have this recipe or any of the other stuff from today, you can check all that out at bbqguys.com/Chef Tony. Let's begin. I have 1 stick of softened, diced, unsalted butter in the dish, and to that I'll add 1 cup of my Greek seasoning blend. Mash and mix this together until you have a fairly smooth paste. Now we'll blend in 2 tablespoons of Dijon-style mustard, a half of a bunch of freshly chopped parsley, 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped mint leaves, 1 finely chopped shallot. Stir all this well until everything is thoroughly incorporated. Set aside and bring out the lamb. The one I have here is about 4 pounds and boneless. You'll want to stay under 5 pounds, which will usually produce a more tender and succulent roast. You can leave the netting on if you'd like, or you could remove it and retruss everything with some sort of kitchen twine after seasoning. Just thoroughly coat your lamb with the seasoned butter paste. Once I coat mine, I like to press some of the mixture under the netting so I don't end up with a bunch of tiny lines all over my cooked roast. Once you have your lamb thoroughly coated, you could certainly put it straight on the rotisserie if you'd like, but it would be a lot better if you could let it kind of sit and infuse in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours and up to 4 or 6 hours. Today I'm using Caliber's optional blaze basket, and I'll light the coals at the bottom to make sure we have a nice hot fire ready for the rotisserie. While waiting for the grill to come up to 425 degrees, we can skewer the leg of lamb. Just make sure to press the 2 forks towards each other strongly, and after hand tightening the thumb screws, it's a good idea to give each screw 2 to 3 turns with a pair of pliers. It's ready for the grill. Place the spit rod on the rotisserie motor and let it cook for 30 minutes while we put together the baste. Blend together a half stick of softened butter and 1/4 cup of olive oil. Finish the baste off with 2 tablespoons of the Greek seasoning blend from earlier. All right, the lamb's been on right at 30 minutes. It's time to give it a first baste. It's looking right on the money so far, and it smells incredible. This baste will seal in the juices and make for a really flavorful roast. All right, close the lid and let it cook for about 30 more minutes. We're at roughly an hour. We're going to give it 1 last baste, and then I'm going to temp it out. If your lamb reaches between 125 and 135, depending on if you want to go rare to medium, it's time to pull it. You really don't want to go over medium with lamb. Wow, this roast looks delicious. It has some really nice browning on the outside. Just push your temperature probe deep into the center, making sure not to hit your spit rod or forks. We're at 130. It's time for this lamb to come off the grill. Feel free to continue cooking if you'd like yours cooked medium. This is always the toughest part of any recipe, but you do need to allow the lamb to rest for 10 to 15 minutes before serving. After resting, carefully remove the spit rod and remove any netting or twine. Let's check out the center of this leg of lamb. Nice! This is how I like my lamb, with a juicy medium rare center. Let's get it sliced up and plated. I know I'm ready to dig in. I like to serve lamb with some fire roasted potatoes and carrots and garnish with some fresh rosemary. I love lamb off the rotisserie. It comes out perfectly tender and juicy every time. Thank you for watching today. I'm Chef Tony Matassa, and remember, at bbqguys.com, we smoke the competition.